For more insight on the implications of the Hyundai immigration raid, Tami Overby, a partner of government relations at the DGA Group, is joining us live from Washington, D.C. So, Tami, I want to get your read on the apparent contradiction, if I can call that, between President Trump wanting to attract foreign investment and then conducting the raid days later. I mean, what does this tell you? Is this a signal of policy incoherence or a calculated message to foreign companies?
I think it indicates the conflict, the tension between two of his policy priorities, immigration being one, attracting high quality investment on the other.
And Tami, do you see this as the White House tying immigration raids to force foreign companies to impart technical know-how and localize production? What risk would this method then pose to quality and also intellectual property, more importantly?
Actually, I don't think that's the case. I think the companies involved have every intention of hiring as many qualified American employees as they can. And the goal is to do management, knowledge, technology transfer. As you may know, the U.S. is not a leader in electric vehicle batteries. We're not leaders in manufacturing of semiconductors or shipbuilding or many of the other major construction projects that are going on in the U.S. right now.
Tami, so in light of the Hyundai raid, how has this changed the way South Korean and other foreign companies assessing the risks of investing in U.S. manufacturing? Are you already seeing signs of, I don't know, hesitation, delays, or pullback?
Well, I think it's shocking. Our Korean, and not just Korean, I've gotten calls from Japan companies, from Taiwanese firms. Everyone is concerned about what message this sends, particularly with the dueling policy priorities. But ultimately, the U.S. is a good market. It's a big market where these companies believe they can be economically successful. So I think it will be resolved. But it also highlights a problem with the U.S. visa system. In order, there is a cap of 85,000 professional visas each year, and that quota, is filled up very quickly. So there are not enough open spaces. When many countries do free trade agreements with the U.S., they are given an allotment, a quota of professional visas. 12 or 15,000. When South Korea completed its FTA with the U.S. in 2011 and went into force in 2012, they did not receive that allotment. A Republican member of Congress in California, Young Kim, has a bipartisan bill in front of Congress that would create an allotment of 15,000 professional visas. And I think this situation may give that bill some wind beneath its wings.
Okay. And Tami, what kind of diplomatic or economic fallout could follow from this, especially given how politically sensitive the raid has been in Seoul? We've been seeing some protests outside the U.S. Embassy.
Sure. But it's shocking to my Korean friends to see 300 Korean citizens, law-abiding Korean citizens who are just doing their job, and from their perspective, in a legal manner, to be treated like criminals, and then to have that on video and photographs, not just playing in Korea, but playing across Asia. It's shocking to them. So I think there is a sense of mistrust, and if this is this how you treat your friends and your close allies? I had one senior Korean conglomerate leader say, it feels like you want our money, but you don't want us.
And when it comes to the detainees who, some of them are really waiting to go home, what do you see as the best outcome when it comes to terms that govern their release? And how will the planned Seoul repatriation flight be best executed?
I think it's very important that they be allowed to voluntarily deport, and that Foreign Minister Cho is able to secure a guarantee that they will not be banned from returning to the U.S. Again, I think many of these workers, it's unclear exactly what work one can do on a short-term B1, B2, or under the electronic travel system that the U.S. has. And I think my personal opinion, again, and I have no direct knowledge, but is that Koreans are hard workers, but they're also rule followers. These aren't people I think were trying to scam the system or violate the law. I think they were trying to do what they were hired to do, and there is a clash that was completely unexpected.
And
So I
Tami,
hope they're all able to return home without a block on their visa.
sure. And Tami, you earlier mentioned that part of the problem here seems to stem from visa limitations, right? I mean, what sort of reforms are most urgently needed right now?
The U.S. needs to remove that cap of 85,000, and that's for the world. So, and I used to work at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and that was a common complaint every year from major American companies. They were not able to bring in enough software engineers, electrical engineers. So there has long been a shortage of skilled labor in the U.S. I think that cap needs to come off. I do believe the president is aware of that, and I believe a fix is probably in the works, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yeah, the president himself seemed to admit the need to quickly make things legal for people with technical talent to come through. Final question for you, Tami. As for the fate of the 3 detained Japanese nationals, also some Chinese workers in the mix, could these detentions also potentially drive a bigger diplomatic fallout, you feel?
I hope not. I mean, I really do think that this is a unique situation that will be resolved and quickly, because we do need this. This is high quality, good investment. Billions of dollars from the Koreans, Japanese, other Asian nations have pledged, and this will help the U.S. with our supply chain resiliency, create tens of thousands of well-paying jobs in America. So I think it's a blip, but I hope we will get over it very quickly and get back to business.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your thoughts. Tami Overby, Partner, Government Relations, DGA Group. It's nice speaking with you.